Give me a little intro there, Gomer.
You're listening to the Station 71 podcast. This is episode number 58. My name is Beth, and this week I'm joined by my co-hosts,
Brian
and Kirsten.
So this week we are going to play a couple of games. We're going to start off with some Never Have I Evers, and maybe if we have some time, do some superlatives. But as always, let's get started first with the news. So first, we have that there's a new add-on for the Very Merry Christmas Party called Tony's Merriest Town Square Party.
Yeah, so this is a add-on, I guess, party inside a party that's coming to the Very Merry Christmas Party that, as you guessed it, takes place at Tony's Town Square Restaurant. It is an extra $99 per person on top of your Christmas party ticket. So this is definitely not a cheap thing. Basically, it's going to offer you a couple other snacks, desserts, and actually alcohol options, which is kind of surprising. But it starts at 9:30 p.m. At 11, it gives you special viewing access for the parade, and it continues until 12:30, which is after when the normal Christmas party ends for everybody else. So I'm not sure I find this a very good deal, but I'm sure some people will be excited about this, possibly.
Well, I mean, I think it's definitely a better deal than a lot of the other, like, the dessert parties and stuff that I've seen. But, I mean, I personally don't think I would, dish out the extra $99 for it. But it is nice that it includes alcohol, because I could probably drink $99 worth of alcohol. But I think the cool thing about it is that, like you said, that it goes until after the party. So that's kind of nice that you get to be, one of the last people in the park, probably.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever done the Christmas party?
Yes.
I have not.
I think it's better to do it for this party because the Christmas party is definitely not as busy. I feel like you aren't as busy at the Christmas party because you don't have all the places to go get candy and you don't have all the people to meet, so there is kind of it's not boring, but you definitely have more downtime. But I feel like they're just trying to make more money and get people into a restaurant that nobody wants to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, put this in Skipper Canteen or somewhere exciting and but just try to get, more revenue for Tony's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And see,
for sure.
The other thing is, I don't know if I would, it basically runs from 9:30 to 12:30. I don't know if I paid for this. I'm going to feel like I need to be there the whole time and not really enjoy the rest of the park. So I don't know if I would want to do this. I mean, on top of the fact that it's basically doubling the price of the ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think...
be that great.
Yeah, probably not. I think it would be nice to, have the option, to pop in and out like that, but it's kind of a steep option at $99.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it also would mean that you don't really need to buy any other food or drinks in the park I guess it's kind of an inconvenient location, though, because you have to go, all the way back to the front. But, I don't know.
What I'm more curious about is how many people they're going to offer this to each day. Because I guess the biggest thing that you're getting here, I would say, is... Well, I guess the food and drink's a big thing, but having access to the special parade viewing area is pretty big. But I'm just wondering if there's a ton of people that end up buying this, how good of a view you're really going to get.
Mm-hmm. Where is the parade, the reserved area typically? Is there like a one spot that they usually have it?
I don't know.
Because they do like Festival of Fantasy dining package stuff too, right?
Man, but I'm trying to think of just on the parade route where it would go. I mean, I guess.
I mean, the handicap area, which I don't know if they also put reserved people, is usually over there by guest relations, like in the corner. I don't know if they put reservations there too, or if it's only for handicap and their family.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well,
I do say I'm a weird one, and I like the Christmas parade better than the Halloween parade, probably. Snope. Okay? I love Snope.
I don't know. I don't think I enjoy the parade more, but I might be one of the weird people that actually enjoys the Christmas party a little bit more than the Halloween party in general. But I think Booty U is one of the best parades I've ever seen.
I mean, I do like the horse at the beginning, but other than that, I don't know. I like the atmosphere of Christmas more than Halloween, I guess. I'm much more of like a Christmas person than a Halloween person. It makes me like nostalgic and lame.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. I mean, I love both holidays, but I always tell people that if you gave presents on Halloween, it would be my favorite. But Christmas is my favorite because presents. And family. That's kind of nice too, I guess. All right, so up next, we have Muppet Vision 3D is now operating at reduced hours at Hollywood Studios, which unfortunately typically means that it's on its way out. Right.
And Pizza Rizzo closed, which is crazy. Like, it just opened and it's right there. So that makes me feel like, what is happening?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not happy about this.
Yeah, me either. I'm like, wow, I'm glad I went and saw Muppet Vision last time I was there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, much as I love Muppet Vision and don't want to see it go away, I'm still kind of confused as to what Disney's thought process has been on this, with it being in the location that it's in, kind of cutting off, Star Tours from the rest of Galaxy's Edge that's about to open, and just with their kind of, they've done a little bit of refurbishment work around it, and then obviously, with Pizza Rizzo opening up, it kind of seemed like they were going to keep it and somehow work it in, but now, I don't know.
I don't really get the point, though. It says that the, reduced hours are scheduled through April of 2019, and it's like, if it's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, they're not going to be doing anything inside, right? Because that's most of the day. Mm-hmm. They can't really be doing anything around it, because even if the attraction itself is closed, they're not going to close off the whole area, right?
Right.
I feel like it's a test run to see if people are mad, to see if people still go to it, blah, blah. And then if people continue to be apathetic about it, they're going to say bye-bye.
Yeah, well, if they really wanted to gauge that, they would say that they're going to close it, and then everybody would get really angry.
Yeah.
But I would be sad to see it go, so I hope that people give it the attention.
Yep, me too.
All right, and so our last news item is that the Play Disney Parks app is offering pins for purchase when you complete certain quests. And I just have to say, I'm finally interested in this app now.
Really? Because this made me feel like this is the lowest, skeeziest money grab I've ever seen.
Oh, I feel the same way, and that's kind of why I threw it in here. So.
Well, here's my thing: is if it's stupid, little easy quests, then I'm probably not going to be into it. But I really like the reward of having something that you had to work for. Even you still have to pay for it, but I don't know.
That's the thing. If it were free, sure, the magic, the card things,
yeah,
that would be one thing. But really, you have to buy this crap, really.
And it's not even cheap. This is at the high end of pins. They're $14.99 a piece.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, I hope that I don't really like the design of the Peter Pan one. Anyway, I don't know. I think it looks kind of cheesy. But if they had like a cool pin, I think I would definitely do this. And if it was like something that was semi-exclusive, I think I would be behind it.
Yeah, well, I guess they're trying to, they use the whole, I guess, material design in the app throughout with the art style they use, and I guess they want the pins to match that art style exactly. But I agree, it is kind of a weird looking art style to put on a pin.
And I'm curious, is this going to be like the DVC stuff where even though you're not a DVC member, you can still buy it a lot of times, or even pass holder stuff sometimes? Like, are they really going to make sure that you've done this thing, gotten this achievement before you buy it, or is anybody going to be able to buy them?
That's a good point. I mean, like you said, they probably won't do it because they don't do it with other stuff anyways. So
that's really interesting. I mean, I guess I've never tried to buy something DVC, or like before I was a pass holder, tried to buy pass holder stuff, but I never tried because I was like, oh, they're not going to let me. But
I've never tried either, but I just figure that if they have it in a regular store, like they're not going to be like, oh, let me see your DVC membership card. I don't even know how they would do that.
I mean, they do that with like pass holder pins. I've had to show my annual pass holder card every time I've bought like an AP exclusive pin.
Yeah, but I've always wondered, does DVC have like a thing like that they can check easily?
They have to have something, because I know now you can't go to Top of the World Club unless you own DVC and either purchased it before they changed the rules again, like last year, or you purchased it from Disney, like since they changed the rules. Like you can't, if I bought DVC resale today, I couldn't go to Top of the World Club. So they have to have some way to check that.
That's so stupid. I will say that, like, I just read this, like, in the article. I didn't realize that they started doing Pin Quest at Animal Kingdom. And I don't know if you guys ever did that or heard about it, but I did it at Magic Kingdom. I don't know if they still do it, but that was kind of a cool experience. So I guess maybe that's another reason that I'm more okay with the concept of this. But Pin Quest is kind of hard, so I don't know.
So actually, I've never heard of this. What is Pin Quest?
So basically, you buy like a quote-unquote starter kit, I guess, and it comes with like a lanyard and like a little pouch and a decoder, which has like Mickey on it, and it has like a little hole in a particular place. And you get like this map, and you have to use this decoder to like line it up to certain, like the hole has to go over like a certain part of another pin, and it'll tell you like a spot on the map to go for your like next clue. So then you go to that spot, and you get these cards that have like a question on it. Like, there was something like when I did the Magic Kingdom one, it was like how many generators are inside of the, whatever it's called, the little store beside Space Mountain. And you had to like go in and like figure it out, and then you had to go show the cast member like your answer, and then you would purchase the next pin to get the next like coordinates to the next clue. And then you get like you can buy a completer pin at the end if you do all of it. So I mean, it was kind of cool. It was a little frustrating, but it was also kind of like one of those, I worked really hard for this, so it's like, I don't know, worth it kind of things. But I would definitely not recommend it if this is like your once in a while trip, because it's very time consuming. So are we ready to move on to our games?
Yeah.
Cool. So I guess I will go first. No surprise to anyone. Oh, well, I guess I should explain the rules to anyone who's never played Never Have I Ever. So we're going to have each of us, I guess, figuratively 10 fingers up, and we'll each say something that we've never done. And if one of us has done the thing, we have to put a finger down, and whoever runs out of fingers first, quote unquote, loses. So, but my first one, like I said, no surprise to anyone, never have I ever had a turkey leg.
Okay, well, there's one down for me.
Me too.
That's cheating.
I mean, it's not cheating. Vegetarian is a choice.
All right. I have one that I think is going to get y'all. Never have I ever taken the monorail between Epcot and Magic Kingdom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
As long as I've been going, I have never taken it.
Huh. You really should, though.
I know. And I kind of didn't even realize that I had never done it until I was trying to think up of things for the game. And I was like, wow, I can't believe I haven't done it.
That's so weird. Never have I ever traded pins with a cast member.
What?
I don't collect pins.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Hashtag minimalism.
Okay. My next one. Never have I ever had a pair of Mickey ears embroidered with my name.
I haven't done that.
I haven't either.
Oh, man, I was hoping, like, as a kid, maybe you guys.
Oh, wait. Well, okay. Does it count if somebody else had them done for me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think it counts.
Okay. So I'm at 7.
All right. Let me see. Okay. Never have I ever been in the parks for a major holiday.
I have.
I think Kirsten's going to lose this one.
Right. I think the only, like, major event, I wouldn't definitely put it in the category of major holiday. It was the 45th anniversary. Now maybe the 50th would count as a major holiday.
Oh, heck yeah, that counts. That's a major holiday that I've been planning for like 7 years already. Only 18 months till you can start booking stuff.
Exciting.
I've been there for 4th of July, but surprisingly, that's like the only one.
Is it pretty crazy at 4th of July?
No, it's just really hot. I mean, and it's like, I always tell people you can't go expecting to actually get a lot done. It's more like you just go and try to go slowly, appreciate it, get there super early for fireworks and stuff, and like then leave. It gets a lot crowded. It gets a lot more crowded towards the end of the day, I feel like, if they don't shut you down early.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's my turn. Never have I ever ridden the Liberty Bell.
Ooh.
Oh. Never have I ever stayed at a deluxe. Unfortunately.
Man.
I'm down to 5 already. What are y'all at?
Uh-oh.
I'm at 6, so I'm not far behind you.
I'm at 7.
See, I just stayed at a deluxe for the first time like a few months ago. And it was only for a night, so I almost
Where?
made it. Animal Kingdom.
Oh, okay. I want to stay there. Let's stay there.
Nice.
Very cool. Let's see. Alright, it's time to take Beth down a couple notches.
no.
Never have I ever drank around the world.
Oh, man.
I've not done that.
Now, I don't have to take one off for every time I've done it right. Okay. Oh, it's Kirsten's turn.
Yeah, I am also going to take Beth down.
Oh, man, I'm getting picked on.
Never have I ever been backstage at Epcot.
Does Behind the Seeds count?
I thought you'd been on the scuba diving thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess that does count. Okay, you're right.
And I think I've been backstage at every other park whenever I was working there.
Oh, wow.
But you never got to do it at Epcot? Or you never worked at Epcot?
I never worked at Epcot, and I did like a tour thing at Animal Kingdom with a class, and then I got sent to Hollywood Studios to work during Star Wars weekends.
Oh, okay.
This is going to sound like a cheap shot, but I swear I had it on my list before we were talking about the Christmas party, but never have I ever gone to Very Merry Christmas Party.
Sure. Without
I did. You can look at my spreadsheet history.
now I'm down to 4.
I'm at 4 too, so we're tied back up.
I'm at 5. Don't take me down.
Oh, hang on now. Let me see. I think I'm going to get both y'all with this one. Never have I ever done a special tour at Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
All right.
You could just say, like, never have I ever been in a men's bathroom. Never have I been in a women's bathroom. I thought about that earlier, but I won't use that. It's not very exciting. Okay, well, this will get Brian. Never have I ever ridden Space Mountain with the lights on.
Oh, dang. That's a good one.
That's a thing I kind of want to do, but kind of don't want to do.
I really want to.
I feel like seeing all the metal makes it more terrifying, probably.
And have you, I know you're all about, like, Disney deaths, too. Have you read about, like, the woman, I can't remember if this person died or was just severely injured when, like, it was years and years ago, I think the 70s, because somebody dropped, like, a camera or something out of their thing on.
Oh, no.
Hit somebody else. Yes, I'm, like, terrified that
Jeez.
somebody's going to throw something and it's going to, like, hit me in the head and I'm going to get a TBI and die.
I think that must have been like a major injury because I've read pretty in depth about most of the deaths. I feel like that one would ring a bell. I did know that a lady died because she was like not feeling well, and so she like motioned like, "Hey, I want to get off," and the cast member that was like running the ride didn't realize it, and they sent her through again, and she like had like a stroke or a aneurysm or something.
I'm going to have to read that one.
I'm just like, oh, gosh. Fun fact, I think if I recall correctly, Space Mountain is the ride you're most likely to die on. At Disney World, anyway. Fun fact, I say.
That was not a fun fact.
It's not a fun fact. It's an interesting fact, not a fun one.
It's definitely interesting.
I don't know if this will get you guys, but it's something that's on my list to do. Never have I ever seen Star Wars: A Galactic Spectacular.
Ooh, I haven't either.
No, I haven't done that.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm not alone.
All right. Never have I ever snuck into the pool of a resort I wasn't staying at.
Oh, yeah, I've totally done that.
I have not. Sounds like a good idea, though. I mean, sounds like a bad idea. Kids, don't do that.
I mean, I'm like the most rule-abiding person ever, so I was like legitimately terrified. But you also have to realize that the lifeguards and the people like that are probably college programmers, and like most of them are probably really not going to give you a lot of trouble, you know? Like if I had seen somebody doing that, I would have been like, I've
heard the only one that they really enforce it at is Stormalong Bay.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty hard to actually even try to get in that one.
Yeah, because you have to, like, I think, actually scan your Magic Band now, don't you?
I think so, yeah. I only have 2 theoretical fingers left.
I have 4.
I'm down
But-
to 3.
A question, do you guys think that it would be, like, I guess this is just like a personal preference, but do you guys think that it would be bad for, like, if your friend's staying at a resort that you, like, go swim with them? Or do you think that's still against the rules?
I don't think so. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of dumb. Because I had a couple of friends come swim at Port Orleans when I stayed there.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like, again, like if a lifeguard, you know, who's a 19-year-old kid from like Florida State sees you and asks, you're like, oh, I'm staying here. They're just here, like, hanging out with me. Like, what are they going to do? Like, be the enforcer?
Yeah, true.
Don't take advantage of college program kids, y'all, but it's true. Like, they're just college kids. Okay, never have I ever ridden Mission Space on green.
I haven't either. I want to now that it's different.
I know,
but
that's the only reason I did it this time. It's different.
they turned around to bite you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gotta stop doing so much stuff at Disney.
right. Except not. Okay, never have I ever done character dining.
Oh, I have.
Kirsten's like, unfortunately.
Oh man, so I'm down to 1. Are you down to 1 now, Kirsten?
Yeah, I'm down to 1.
So what are you at, Beth?
4.
4? Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's not necessarily a good thing in this game.
Do you have more statements, Beth?
I have one more.
I feel like you should go next because Brian and I are tied.
Okay.
Is that okay, or Brian, do you want to go? You can get me out.
No, because the one that I have left, I think is only going to get Beth anyways, so.
So you want me to do my last one?
Yeah, is that going to get either one of us?
Well, I know it's going to get you. I don't know if it's going to get Brian. But never have I ever been to Walt Disney World with a child. Like, in my party.
Yep.
Except for when I was a child, which doesn't count.
I have.
Okay, so Brian and I lose together.
Tied.
Darn. My next one was never have I ever been thankful for Bob Iger.
Has anyone?
I don't know.
Every Disney stockholder probably, but
Well, that's true.
yeah.
Don't you own 1 share of Disney stock, Beth?
Oh, well, yeah, I do. And I'm not thankful for Bob Iger. Also,
It's not
my
worth
stock
it.
was a gift, so I don't know. I really only care about it because it's really cute in a frame. My dad got it for me, and he got like one of those little gold name plaques, and it has my full name in the Disney font, and it's really cute.
Aw.
So,
Okay,
do
so
we
officially
want to do some superlatives?
Yeah.
Sorry.
We have like a ton of time.
Yeah, we do. So, I'll just go down the list and we'll do that. Scariest ride or attraction?
Dinosaur.
Really?
That ride terrifies me. Like, yes, I'm such a baby, but I still ride it.
What part specifically, or is it just the whole thing?
All the dinosaurs. that try to
But most
eat
of them
you.
are vegetarians.
No, they're so scary. Like the first time I rode it, I ended up on the right side where the first like big T-Rex, like the lights come on, and that where the picture is, you know.
It's a Carnotaur.
I was waiting for that.
Whatever. It was awful. So awful. I'm pretty sure we bought the picture because my face is like petrified, like the perfect open mouth, like movie Scream looking thing. It was terrible.
I do remember being scared of it as a kid, like really bad.
Yeah, I have a picture from when I was a kid, and I'm like in my dad's armpit. Like my face is like buried. But I gotta say, it is a fun thing when you're taking someone for their first time to make sure they're in that seat. Just, I don't know, maybe that's a little sadistic, but I think it's hilarious.
Sounds mean. But I still love the ride and ride it every time without fail. And there's a really funny, I don't know, do either of y'all follow the Instagram account Uncle Walt's Meme Vault?
No, but I'm about to.
Yeah, well, and listeners too. It's like some of them are stupid, but some of them are so funny. It's Uncle Walt's Meme Vault on Instagram. And there's some about that, the ride, like especially when he does the hello there thing, like cracks me up.
I'm gonna definitely follow that. I'll
have to tag you in like my favorite one. I have to go find it.
Yeah. I'm going to say for my scariest ride, and this may be a cop-out because I've talked about it so many times, but I'm going to say Space Mountain because I always feel like my head is going to get chopped off.
It is, like, having been on it before with the lights on, if, like, at least the spot that I was, like I said, it was after the ride was over, but I was stopped at the end and got to see it. Like, it is such just a jumbled looking mess of just metal everywhere.
I don't know how people can ride that and put their hands up.
Yeah. As a relatively tall person, like, that's a no-go for me.
I was about to say, you're taller than me, so I can't even imagine.
Let's see. For me, I think scariest is definitely Tower of Terror.
That's a good one too.
Yeah. This is the one ride that I still like. Okay, it's not the one ride, but it's definitely one of two rides at Disney World that, like, even today, like, my heart just, like, starts pounding as I get closer and closer to getting on the ride because I know it's coming. So.
I have a question, though. If we're including every attraction at Disney World, would you not say that Summit Plummet is scarier?
And that was the only other one that I was talking about that, like, and actually now that I say that, Summit Plummet is probably scarier.
I've never been to the water parks. I've never obviously done Summit Plummet, but literally looking at pictures of it makes my stomach turn.
I would like to do it, but I know I'm too chicken. Like, there's a lot I can do. I'm pretty big on thrill rides, but no, not that. Nope.
It is. If you go there, and especially if there's a line, it gets so much worse because you're just slowly making your way up this little tower, and you can see further and further and get higher and higher up until you get there, and it just, like, gives you a lot of time to think about it. And there's constantly people that just, like, are leaving the line because they get up there and they don't want to do it.
I don't even think I would try, to be honest. Like, I really do love thrill rides, but I need to be, like, securely fastened in.
Yeah, it's it is definitely a scary experience, but I love it. I still, like, have to sit there and, like, focus because I have, like, a definite fear of heights. And I'm normally okay if I'm on, like, a roller coaster or something where I'm strapped in, but something about being up there, I don't know, it gets to me.
So you've done it more than once.
Yeah, I mean, I do it pretty much every time I go to Blizzard Beach.
Oh my gosh, no. Don't you ever feel like you're, like, because you're almost vertical at, like, one point, right? And it's like, could you just, I know that momentum, like, I know how momentum works, but doesn't it just feel like you're going to fall out?
It kind of does. When you get kind of closer to the bottom, at least for me, it seems like I always start getting, like, jostled around. And, I'm sure it feels way worse than it actually is, but, like, you kind of feel like you're sliding up the edges at certain points, and it makes it a little scarier. But
No. My best friend did it once, and he said never again. And I was like, okay, well, then never even once for me, probably.
And it's definitely, like, it's not smooth. Like, when you get to the bottom and you start kind of, like, slowing down, like, it just, like, throws you back and forth. It's not comfortable, but it's definitely scary, and it's definitely a good thrill ride.
I'm, like, getting anxious thinking about it, so we'll move on to the next topic. Best non-ride attraction. So are we saying, like,
things that are extinct too?
Yeah, I would say so. Are we saying non-ride attraction is something that doesn't move?
Do shows count?
That's what I was kind of wondering.
I feel like we're thinking the same thing.
Can we all say it on 3? 1, 2, 3. Wishes.
No. Because I knew you were going to say that, but I was like, mine's not wishes.
Wow, thanks, y'all.
Mine was Carousel of Progress.
Oh.
But doesn't that, I mean, I guess that counts. I feel like it moves, so maybe it's still a ride.
Well, that's why I thought you were asking that, so.
But I don't know. I'm going to say Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular. That's probably my favorite stage show other than Fantasmic. Favorite obscure reference in the parks. Ooh, I feel like I need time to think about that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I've got one. I'm going to say the picture on Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh where Mr. Toad's handing the deed over to Owl. I think that one's a good little throwback to Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
That is a good one.
This is like, I don't know if this counts as a reference, but going back to Dinosaur, it used to be sponsored by McDonald's, and they still have, if you look up, all the pipes in the queue are yellow, red, and white, and they have the chemical formulas on them for mustard, mayonnaise, and ketchup.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I don't know if this is definitely not obscure as in like obscure movies, but did you guys know how many like references to Nightmare Before Christmas are in our version of Haunted Mansion?
No, I've never seen the movie.
Oh wow, I forgot. But there's like, I read an article about it the other day, and there's like 13 plus, I can't remember the exact number. It's like a bunch of little, like a hidden Jack here or Sally there, or like
Really?
different. Yeah, I'll try to find the article to send to you guys, but I was just like, I can't believe, I mean I can, but I can't, how many times I've ridden Haunted Mansion and never even noticed one of them.
Yeah, me either.
But that's kind of, I think it's still a cool little nod, even if we don't get Haunted Mansion Holiday, that at least there's little nods to Jack and Sally in there. I'm going to think of a better one, but until then. Most historically significant attraction. We're talking history of Disney, right? Not like
I would think so.
history of the world or this country.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Small World just because of the World's Fair, and I don't know, I feel like that was a huge achievement for them at the time. Also, I love it.
I'm going to say Enchanted Tiki Room because of all the animatronics.
That's a good one, and I was thinking that too, just because, that's what really started it. But I think I'm going to go with Pirates, because kind of for the same thing, like it used a lot of the animatronic stuff that was developed, from Tiki Room, and it also kind of used a lot of their ride design and stuff that they worked on at the World's Fair. But I think Pirates was like the first big Disney attraction where they made a full ride with really heavy animatronics, and just as long as it's been around and sparking the movie franchises and everything, I think it's pretty historically significant.
Yeah. Plus, they made a whole franchise of movies out of it.
Yeah.
Never see that anymore. All right. Best hidden gem of Walt Disney World.
Can this be ride, food, anything?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to say the Wave at the Contemporary.
I've heard good things. I've never been there.
Yeah, that's how it is for most people.
Well, that's why it's a hidden gem, I guess.
Yeah, it never really gets a lot of traction. And if I had to choose between that and, like, I don't know, California Grill, obviously I'm going to Cali Grill, but it's really good. When I went there, I also remember we had like probably the best waitress I've ever had at Disney World ever. She was amazing. So that also probably colored my opinion. But yeah, it was good. And it's like pretty easy to get a reservation too. And it's on the monorail line. So like if you are in need of a dinner reservation, but you want to go back to Magic Kingdom afterwards, like it's a really good place to be able to go and have time, like not take a ton of your time.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I thought of another obscure reference.
Oh, okay.
The billboard at Hollywood Studios that has Roger Rabbit and Jessica Rabbit and Baby Herman on it. I feel like nobody ever talks about that movie anymore.
Where is it at? Because
it's like where, like near the primetime, like tune-in lounge area. It's like on that corner. Oh,
okay. Huh? Never noticed.
Yeah. Bob Hoskins was in a movie with Cher, right?
Is it a cop-out to say Tom Sawyer Island?
No, I think that's...
Okay. I mean, I don't know how hidden it really is, but it's, I guess, not super easily accessible, so that kind of keeps a lot of people away from it.
That's a good pick. I'm going to say, and maybe I just keep getting lucky, but I feel like no one is hardly ever in Nomad Lounge. And I really like the atmosphere of it, and I think it's really nice. Has like nice outdoor seating and indoor seating and really unique drinks, but my only problem is that it always takes forever to get anything.
I've never been there.
It's still a nice little spot to hang out.
I am very surprised you didn't say Rafiki's Planet Watch.
Well, that's a good one too. Maybe I should change it to that. They can be tied.
There you go.
Okay. So best non-IP attraction.
What if it's now, well, Disney IP or any IP?
I was thinking like it didn't come from a movie, maybe. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, I mean, if Tower counts, but technically, do you think that counts just because of the Twilight Zone stuff? I would think probably not.
No, see, I wouldn't say that's an IP tie-in.
Okay, then Tower.
But there is a Tower of Terror movie.
But that was after the ride, right? I've never watched that.
Yeah.
Movie.
It's actually not bad. It's definitely better than the Haunted Mansion movie, which is not hard to do, but...
That movie doesn't exist.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
That movie's dead to me.
Yeah, let's take this awesome attraction and make a movie and put Eddie Murphy in it. The same genius behind Donkey and Shrek. Well, I feel like Haunted Mansion is a cop-out to say for this, though, because that's, like, my favorite attraction in general.
But, I mean, it's the truth, you know? It's the best... I think if it's the best attraction in the park and it's a non-IP attraction, then it has to be the best non-IP attraction in the park, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's how logic works, so I'm going to say Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I'll join the cop-out train and go with it, too.
All right, best mode of transportation.
My own car.
If it's a nice day, first thing in the morning, the ferry.
Oh, God, I hate the ferry so much.
Why am I not surprised?
It takes so long,
It's
and
the
you
same
are
amount of time.
like...
Haven't you heard that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's what they say.
I've heard that plenty of times, but I have never had that be the case.
We should test it. You go a lot. You should test it. Like, you take one, your wife takes the other. Y'all see who gets there.
That's not
All
a bad
right.
idea.
All right, we'll try that. I call the monorail, though. So.
Do it for science.
Have to rock, paper, scissors for it.
Yeah. Okay, so I will say that if it wasn't for, like, the increased time it takes and them normally jamming everybody in there like cattle when it does go, I agree that the ride itself is very nice.
You can get jammed like cattle on the monorail, too.
Yeah, but at least the monorail is quicker, so it's in and out.
Plus, I feel like if you're not a noob and you go to one of the little areas that doesn't have a bunch of people in it, then you are usually going to get a seat.
I feel like the ferry, though, is just like Haunted Mansion, where you get on, you walk immediately to the other side and get right next to the rope. Boom.
True.
Because everybody else is just walking around looking like not being efficient.
Well, I'm also going to go with monorail. But, Brian, you really should ride it between Magic Kingdom and Epcot, because I think it's really fun to just go through Epcot on it. So
I'll have to try that out then.
Yeah, it's nice.
I guess for my non-sarcastic answer, I really like the Sassagoula Steamboat Company boat that runs from Port Orleans to Disney Springs.
Mm-hmm.
I would like that, but whenever I went on it, there were like 3 spider webs with big spiders.
Oh no.
So I didn't like it anymore. But I've also seen a cockroach on my Living with the Land boat.
Oh my god!
Terrible. And it was right at the beginning, so I just had to sit with like my legs in the air
And think about it the whole time.
Especially like in the dark parts, towards the end. I'm like, oh god,
Nature.
That's funny. I'm really glad that that's never happened to me. Either of those things.
Well, just wait.
The worst thing I've ever seen was at the as far as nature, like animals go, is at the little trains like village at Epcot in Germany. There was you know how the lizards like to hang out in there, and I love lizards, and so we always stop and we try to like look at them, like find them on the roofs and stuff. There was one lizard, and I swear it was like messing with us because it was laying on the train tracks directly across them, and the train was coming, and I was like, oh my god, no! It's like I was like, I'm about to watch a lizard get hit by a little mini train, and then literally at the last second it moved, and I was like, I have a feeling you've done this before. You just like messing with people.
I wonder if it likes to feel like Godzilla.
That's funny.
They should put little like cowboy hats on them and let them run around.
That's funny. I like that. Which, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but I think it's really cool that they changed the banners in that little town to match whatever festival's going on.
I did notice that this time for the first time when I was at Food and Wine, and I love that.
Yeah, that's so cute. It's like teeny tiny little Food and Wine or Flower and Garden banners in the little villages.
That's so cute. I've never seen that.
Okay. Oh, well, actually, now I'm wondering, what did they do in the month that there's not a festival?
German flag?
That would make the most sense.
Brian, another thing for you to test.
All right.
Yeah.
Make a list.
Yeah, go in the middle of July. The best time of year to go. All right, best ride effect.
Again, can we use extinct attractions on this?
Sure.
The orange grove smell on the original Soarin'. Ugh,
That is a good one.
it's like a drug.
That's me with the confectionery. I was just like, I just want to walk through it. I don't want to buy anything. I just need to get my fix.
That's how I feel about Layla, the perfume in Norway.
Oh, yeah?
I'm obsessed with it.
I still have never smelled it.
Oh, it's the best smell ever. I actually wore my perfume today.
Nice. The one that comes to my mind is, I feel like, not actually the best ride effect, but the first time I saw it, it just kind of I was like, oh my god, did you see that? That was so cool. Is in one of the worst rides at Disney World, Journey into Imagination, the butterfly, where it is there and then it disappears. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I can't remember, actually. I've only ridden that ride twice, and both times were pretty recently, but I don't remember this.
I mean, pretty much everything else on the ride is forgettable, but I like that part.
I like the upside down room,
Yeah, that's pretty cute.
but I am like a child.
I like the end where I get to get off of the attraction.
What's your effect?
Maybe it's just because it's in recent memory because I rode it when I was at the Halloween party last weekend, but on Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, when Pooh goes to sleep and his dream body floats out of him. I think that one's really, really well done.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
And it kind of catches me off guard every time because of how low tech the rest of the attraction is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I don't even know if I've ridden that since the update.
Really?
I'm sure next time I go will be all about the slow rides because Eli will be old enough, but ugh.
I mean, I'm just saying that Heffalumps and Woozles scene is pretty terrifying.
It'll probably freak me out too. I mean, if dinosaur scares me.
All right. Attraction most likely to put you to sleep while we're speaking of slow rides.
Used to be Hall of Presidents, but now I think it would just make me angry.
It used to be Ellen's Energy Adventure, but
Oh,
that doesn't
yeah.
exist anymore.
Ooh.
Carousel of Progress. I'm sorry. I know y'all like it.
I love it.
No.
The American Adventure.
Yep.
I've never done that.
I think the only reason I was really able to stay awake, which I think the most recent time I've done it was probably 4 years ago, was because me and my brother were like laughing at the animatronics, like Teddy Roosevelt's binoculars not lining up to his face at all.
That's good, because that's probably the only attraction I can remember falling asleep on as an adult. So,
I feel
really?
like I should do it.
I mean, it's just set up so perfectly. If you're going around World Showcase, you're halfway around. It's super duper long. It's in the air conditioning. The seats are very comfortable. You know, it's just, it all comes together.
I feel like this next one is kind of an obvious answer, but section of a park most in need of an overhaul. I feel like this is one that we could all do a 1, 2, 3 on.
Really? Because I don't.
No?
Let's see. One.
Oh, gosh.
No, you say 1, 2, 3. Y'all left me out to dry last time.
Well, now I'm scared that y'all are going to leave me out.
Well, it happened to me. It's not that bad. You'll survive.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Chester and
Tomorrowland.
Hester's.
Okay, nobody
Wow, we
agrees.
all said different things.
Wait, what did you say, Brian?
Future World.
Oh, Future World. You said Tomorrowland. Yeah. And I said Chester and Hester. Okay.
These are all good picks.
Yeah, for all of those.
That's fun, though. I was like, someone else is at least going to say Tomorrowland. Nope.
I know that I should want it to be updated, but like, of all the things on the list that I think they need to work on, that would be the last thing. I feel like there's so many other things they need to do.
What, Tomorrowland?
Yeah.
Would be the last thing? Yeah. Brian saying Future World, I feel like that one probably does need it way more than Tomorrowland, if you really think about it. But
And I feel like they missed a big opportunity with the movie Tomorrowland. Like, I really, really wish
God,
that I
tell me
loved that
about it.
movie because I really, really wanted to love it. You know?
oh, I did love it.
I mean, I did, but I also feel like I loved it just because I like
George Clooney?
not because it was that good. No, I don't care about George Clooney.
This one's not really parks necessarily, but I guess it could be anything. It says most underrated attraction / film / etc. Do we want to narrow it down, or we want to just say, what's the Disney thing you think is most underrated?
Let's do attraction and film. How about that?
I like that, yeah.
Okay.
I have two that I'm very, like, flipping back and forth between on films.
Well, I have a runner-up.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, honorable mention. Yeah, you might as well just...
I'm gonna say the Emperor's
Treasure
New-
Planet.
No. I'm gonna say Emperor's New Groove with a close runner-up being Enchanted.
Oh, Enchanted is really good.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I love
It has
because
Patrick Dempsey in it, which I don't know if you know who that is because you apparently don't know what faces look like.
It's dreamy. I'm rewatching Grey's Anatomy.
I've never seen a single episode of that show. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Every time I tell people that, they're like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's been on the air for 15 years or something,
They're in
right?
season 15 right now, which I feel like they should have stopped.
Yeah.
A while back. I'm having trouble with this. Most underrated. Okay. I feel like Ratatouille doesn't get as much love as it should.
that's a good one.
I love that movie. That may be one of my top 3 favorite Pixar movies. Or is it a Disney one? Whatever.
It's Pixar.
Okay, I thought so.
I feel like a broken record because I don't think The Princess and the Frog will ever get as much love as it deserves. But I also do really like Treasure Planet and feel like it sucks that it was such a box office flop because it got so left behind.
It's just gross. Like things like that gross me out. Like the aliens, how they look, and like the food, you know, it's just like ugh. Okay, attraction.
I also feel like people don't care enough about WALL-E.
That's true. Probably because they see themselves in all those.
Yeah. They don't want to care about the environment.
Yeah. I feel like Mission Space is probably one of my favorite rides. And my opinion, which I could be totally wrong, is, you know, soon after it opened, the little boy died on it. And I feel like that was terrible for the PR for that ride. And it's never gotten the popularity that they kind of expected, that I would have expected it to have either.
Yeah. I do have to say, though, like, Mission Space is one of the few attractions that I'm, like, usually kind of nervous to get on, not because I'm scared, but because I can get really motion sick. And I'm always, it hasn't happened yet, you know, knock on wood, but I am always terrified that I'm going to get, like, super sick and it's going to ruin the entire day.
Yeah. I mean, that is one of those, seriously, like, if you don't make sure you're looking ahead the entire time, it can mess with you pretty badly.
And do not close your eyes.
None of that, like, I never have ever gotten motion sick like that. Like, on rides where they tell you, like, don't turn around or whatever, I can turn around, like, the whole time, and it does not bother me at all. Like, I can ride the entire thing with my eyes closed. I've tried it to see if it'll make me feel bad at all, and it does, like, nothing.
Really?
Like,
Wow, what a risk taker.
I just, like, because everybody and I don't understand, like, the feeling of being motion sick, like, none of it, because it never happens to me.
You've never gotten motion sickness?
No. I mean,
what a lucky person.
Very few times I've gotten car sick in the car for reading too much, but generally I'll just lay in the back seat, or growing up I would, and read, like, the entire time we were in the car, and nothing, like, no ride has ever made me motion sick. No, I don't know what it feels like.
Well, consider yourself very lucky. It is not fun.
My mom, she used to be able to, like, ride anything, like roller coasters, whatever. She was just like that. And whenever she was pregnant with me, like, ever since then, she gets super sick. So I was so terrified when I was pregnant with Eli. Like, if you stop me from riding roller coasters, I'm gonna keep you. Like,
oh,
but luckily he didn't.
That's good. So, should we do one more, or should we wrap it up?
Did y'all say y'all's attractions?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, I don't think I did either.
I'm going to say the Tiki Room.
That's a good one.
I almost never see people in line for this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think in the last 2 or 3 years I've gone that there's ever been, like, a line that has more people in it than, like, the show building fits. So, like, everybody in line is getting on the next show. There's never an actual wait for the ride or attraction.
I'm going to say Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Because I feel like usually when I'm in there, it's pretty funny. But that I feel like everybody tends to walk by it.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all
But
ever
also
been
cares
that guy?
I have not been that guy, but my best friend who was sitting next to me was that guy once, and I was taking pictures on my cell phone and got called out for it. So I was not that guy, but I was kind of that girl.
I've never been that guy. I've never been the rebel spy on Star Tours.
Aw, I have been the rebel spy.
I wish I would. I want to be, but I don't want to be called out in Monsters, Inc. Like, whenever they pick somebody to do the guess a number or whatever, like, I live in fear that they're going to pick me.
Oh, no. I feel like, really enjoy that job of getting to pick people, because then I would sense the people like you that don't want to be picked.
Actually, one of my really good friends, his brother-in-law does backstage at Monsters Inc. He I'm not sure exactly what he does, but he controls some of the voices and
Nice.
stuff like that, which is a cool job, I feel like.
Yeah, I love when they spotlight somebody. It's feels the urge to get up and dance, and then the social pressure kicks in, and they're like, "Oh crap, I gotta get up and dance."
I would literally just run out of the room if they put me.
Oh, that's funny.
Then that's going to do it for us this week. Thanks for joining us again on another episode of the Station 71 podcast. If you like what you heard, be sure to subscribe to us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts from. You can find us online at facebook.com/Station71pod, Twitter at Station71pod, Instagram at Station71podcast, or email us at Station71podcast@gmail.com. You can also call us on our brand new Google Voice line at 561-899-6441. We hope you enjoyed your ride, and we'll see you real soon.
Stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.